Gavin Freeman deep to receive. Houston won the toss, elected to defer, and here we go with Game 6 for both these programs. A fair catch, and Sam Jackson the fifth, a senior from Chicago.
Last week on the road at Arizona.
So the quarterback goes in motion, direct snap on the deck, and it goes for a loss as they try to put it directly into Fields' hands.
Always difficult when you got new pieces involved here. An actual Wildcat now, not just your Wildcat quarterback. And that snap, 5 wide right at the sticks.
They move the pocket for Jackson. Flips his hips and has a first down toss to Gavin Freeman, the junior from Oklahoma City. After starting in a 2-back set, the tight end motions left, and they throw it out that way. Double pass, all alone down the spine of the field. It's caught. Rodney Fields Jr., 63 yards. Bring me to the list.
Starts off, looks like a designed QB draw. You see Sam Jackson going up a little bit, a full line cut. And then you get that sneak out of a route. It looks like it's going to be one of those wide receiver screens to the outside. No one sees Fields sneaking out of the backfield. So much deception, misdirection on that one snap. And a great job, honestly, by Fields coming back and corralling a bit of an underthrown ball.
He was under heavy duress, as was Zion Chris Vermillion, his backup last week against maybe the most talented defensive front in college football. They get it in the hands of a former Oklahoma State Cowboy, Stephon Johnson, now a senior in Houston, and Boogie. Over there in the left slot, they need 3 on 3rd down. That's where Wigman is looking. Underneath, they find Amari Thomas with a catch and run out to midfield and into Pokes territory. Cam Smith hangs on, but not before Thomas. And plus territory, 2nd down and 8. Fake to Connors. Wigman rolls. At the numbers, he takes off and slicing inside the 30 to leave 3rd down and manageable. Malik Charles and Parker Robertson. Wigman hits his back foot and spins one to the sideline. That's caught inside the 5. No flags down on the discard. It's Harvey Broussard with his 2nd catch. Bryant and Burnett in the eye. Ball's down. A botched exchange. Who comes out of the pile with possession?
It looks like Wigman was able to get back on top of it. I don't think anyone realized the ball was on the mat.
Backwards pass recovered by the offense.
Take a look underneath right here. That ball.
So to the gun now. And the quarterback punches it in. With a lead block from Dean Connors, it's the 5th rushing score of the season for Connor Wigman.
Just what we talked about, JB. The legs of a quarterback, this athletic, this willing to go and put it on the line as a runner.
Welcoming Houston coming off its first defeat of the campaign. Rodney Fields Jr. just had the 62-yard touchdown reception. And Jalen Lloyd got a touch there. Fields in the backfield. At the mesh point, they give. And the Cougs shut it down. Let's see, did they get the line to gain? See a lot of Quentin Stewart at tight end today. A depleted room here in Stillwater. A tackle for loss. Brandon Mack breaks through. Cougs coming after him. They heat up his pocket. Back to Freeman. He's got another 3rd down reception. To the air. Batted down, incomplete. And Houston takes over on downs.
Running it in and getting tough yards down by the goal line when you got the neck roll lineage.
From empty. Connects with Johnson. With a 3rd down in Pokes territory. And checks into a run. And lets Dean Connors blast ahead. And I wonder if that was part of the thinking, right? Shorten up 4th down and keep your offense on the field. The Cowboys just failed on 4th down at midfield. Now Houston will do the same, and they hit it. A new set of downs just above the 30. Stephon Johnson's been busy. Yards per catch is top 3 in FBS, but he's been a chain mover here. Amari Thomas next in line, spinning off a hit and down inside the 30. So after the penalty, 2nd down 11. Run right side again, below the 30-yard line. Bowen told us they paired their call sheet way down last week. Ethan Sanchez, as you see, season-long 52. This from 46 to give Houston the lead. Out of the pistol, using the play fake to set up to deal. Lofted ball across midfield and reeled in by Kent Abshire. Sam Jackson drops it in the bucket for 35. He's facing 3rd down and 8 to begin this second quarter. With Freeman in motion, he's going to take off himself. And that was a hard edge set to turn it upfield by Mark Stampley
from this Oklahoma State defense.
I've seen DJ Butler stepping into the backfield from our Sky Cam, and he's straight ahead, the sophomore from Mobile, Alabama. Butler is in the backfield. Wigman against a 4-man rush, feeling the heat, and he runs out of time. Malik Charles kicks down his door with help from McCoy. It's a loss of 11.
Brian McCoy, one of the stoic leaders of this defense. Clint Bowen said, I'm still trying to get the guy to smile. It's his goal going into every game day here. Plenty to smile about right now. As you see that.
Uh-oh, trouble here. Pokes are everywhere. They swarm it at the 21.
Drop by the punter, Doherty right here, bounces straight off his hands. Tries to recover it, thought he had a chance to sneak that out there, but ends up kicking it off his own guy in the punch shield. And now we saw the trick play on the first drive from Doug Meacham on offense. Whatever your best play.
Jackson forced to spin it. Hits the inbreaker to the 20.
Get a chip shot look for your kicker.
Just missed from 53. This is from 37 yards out. And he strikes it. Tie game with 11:08 to go. New possession for Wigman and the Cougs. And they put it in the hands of their big tight end weapon up to the 30, 11 yards and a first down. Second down. Burnett rocks right at the line of scrimmage.
Once again, struggling with communication.
Third down, throw down the line. The blocks are there. Long way to go. A flag reigns in. How ambitious will Connor Wigman and the Cougs be on 3rd down and 20? A give-up run with Dean Connors thumping above the 30, and he nearly cracked it. As the Pokes begin a new possession with Trent Howland in their backfields. Little misdirection. Jackson at the numbers. Decides to dirt it. Jalen Garner bearing down. Wigman so far 8 of 11 passing for 81 yards. He's rushed for the touchdown. They begin with Connors shuffling through. Bursting now out to the right numbers. Still on his feet into Oklahoma State territory. After a couple of injuries to the lead backs for the Cougs on the depth chart, it's been Dean Connors seizing the season.
Just pinballing off defenders.
Rayshawn Sanford with a season-ending knee. Long wait here. Ball over the middle. Caught inside the 10. Amari Thomas has first down and goal for Houston.
We talked to Slade Nagel, the offensive coordinator, and they said we've got to work on hitting more of our big play shots in this offense. And Amari Thomas, one of the guys they think, and maybe get a little overzealous and leave some room for Connor Wigman.
Fakes the QB draw. Oh, what a catch! Are you kidding me? Dean Connors stabs it with one hand.
What a play from the man who would define this drive. Apparently, Houston on offense thinking exactly what we were, JB. Let's get the quarterback involved. He fakes up like a draw attempt, but the individual.
Off the play fake. From the pocket, dealing complete. Grayson Brousseau. Second down 7, a run up the middle for Rodney Fields Jr., who has a 62-yard receiving touchdown at A&M. The hope was that he'd benefit from a fresh start and improved health. And until last week, that had certainly been the case here at Houston. Looking to build on a touchdown lead. Great protection. Jump ball for his tight end. And he reeled it in. Wow. How about Tanner Koziel?
You want to see all 6'7" of Tanner Koziel.
Houston working quickly now, front pylon. Another contested catch. This one goes for 6. Harvey Broussard's first.
And I think there's some confusion on some of my former coaches would agree.
A second down run. Fields around the corner. That makes third down very manageable here. Disjointed start to this rep, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Number 20.
Home crowd knows it too. Wigman needs 7. Quick to the outside. The trusty hands of Tanner Koziel with an early wake-up call for this pre-noon kickoff in Stillwater. Fourth down throw. Enough to move the chains. Third down run to the right side. And the Cowboys slam the door.
They're going to simplify, and he feels confident they'll get it figured out here in the second half, JB.
All right, thank you, Jared. Off the boot action, they find Stacy Sneed out of the backfield. Gain of 6 for a drive starter. Houston with the first possession of the second half. Another 2-back look here. Good removal up front. Big pop at the line to gain. Appears to be a first down as Mordecai McDaniel. Paddle people hanging tough as we begin this second half. The home team down a couple of possessions. Wigman searching for more. Oh, what a throw! To the 35-yard line of OSU. Amari Thomas. Top 20 in the country in terms of fewest. They protect their possessions and they run Burnett here.
Stave off a touchdown, force him to try and kick for 3.
Ethan Sanchez from 48. The Big 12's swaggiest kicker.
Their guys go out here and make the plays, and 3 on the board after the second quarter that they weathered. I think a great start to the second half. If you're smooth movement from the 295-pounder.
Blitz is on. Desperation toss from Jackson. And tackled right where Royal Capel made that grab.
Celebrate your teammates.
New drive begins for Houston with interim defensive coordinator Clint Bowen mic'd up for us. Pre-game here in Stillwater, a gain of 4. Tanner Koziel with some soft motion there at the mesh points. Wigman pulls. He spins one middle. That's caught by Amari Thomas. Trying to get away and all the way down to the 33. We have 3 down front for Oklahoma State. Take the access throw out wide. And they get Jaquise Martin to catch, and that gives us a chance to revisit the chunk play.
Space to work with. Wigman does a great job putting the ball out front.
Amari Thomas has a bit of a claim to fame. He's the only player in college football who has scored a touchdown against Texas Tech, a top 10 team. Koziel in motion as Wigman claps for the snap. A race to the edge. Stephon Johnson in long motion here. He hits a U-turn as Wigman takes the third down in long snap. Rolls the launch point down the sideline. Oh, what a catch. Tanner Koziel. This from 30. And he's 3 for 3.
But this is organic. You mentioned it. It started with 4 guys. Now there's like a couple hundred. And the whole sideline at Oklahoma State noticed it, and they're all laughing about it, too.
Oh, those quintessential college football moments.
That's just what it looks. Maybe this can be what Clint Bowen uses to make Brian McCoy laugh on the other side of the ball.
And run it away from the motion. Look, this may be new.
If they convert here, I expect that section to keep growing in number.
OSU rushes for a first down with Rodney Fields Jr. now for last week's loss on the road in Arizona. To break down the Pokes middle linebacker. Botched exchange here. And Jackson able to pounce on it. But also got McCutcheon, who has an interception today.
Yeah, the first real mistake on this drive. Bad snap.
Bobbles. Back to pass. Look out. Ball down. A strip sack on 3rd and long. Jalen Garner screaming off the edge.
You're going to see right here, 5 up. They end up bringing the corner from this side and dropping out. But what it does is create a one-on-one rush on the backside of that for Jalen Garner. And a great job, too, clawing down at the arm of the quarterback, holding the football, trying to create a game-changing play.
Party's still popping, though, at Boone Pickens Stadium. Dean Connor, well, you mentioned Scadaboo. He's doing his best Scadaboo impersonation here today. 13 more on the ground as he runs into the wall for Houston. Takes a shot. Houston, meantime, marching towards 400 yards of total offense. They put it in the hands of Koziel again. Tanner reached out to about 200 coaches and got. Oh, what a physical run. Pads popping at the 20 as we throw it down to Jared for more on Tanner. Wigman trying to extend this drive. Not settle for a field goal attempt again. Off the ball fake. Does shoot it out. Who's got a long way to go? Amari Thomas gets him there. He takes the handoff, sifting his way back to the 5. And goal. Back to Dean Connors, who launches into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dean making sure everyone sees the offseason work on the vertical jump. Putting a paw up before for the touchdown grab in the first half. And now going
tight end into the boundary. That's where he looks. Clicking through back of the end zone. Well defended by Oklahoma State, and the 2-point try fails on a toss to Broussard. To build this Houston program a chance to get to 5-1, 1 quarter away. Their second league victory, third on the road. I think they have much bigger aspirations than just climbing over last year's win total. It continues to make it difficult to get the depth and the talent they need to compete in the Big 12. Carlos Allen Jr. bringing your way next week from UCF, as there's a new quarterback in the game. Connor Wigman's day is through. Chris Gramillion, who was pressed into duty last week due to injury,
performing this well, icing on the cake.
Cougars will keep it on the ground for a first down carry. DJ Butler. The junior from Baton Rouge rolls his pocket, throws to the flat, caught at midfield, and close to another first down. We were told we'd see some of the sophomore DJ Butler in the backfield. Wigman's done for the day as Houston rumbles for a couple and a first down. They've scored 26 unanswered points. They've scored on every second half drive.
To be one that could eventually avoid that run of squads that we've seen perform really well to start this season.
Chris ready to go again with a new first down after the penalty. Houston running clock here. DJ Butler has backed up Dean Connors today. We've seen some Stacy Sneed as well.
We've seen that become pretty ubiquitous across the sport.
They blitz a third down and 4, and the pass is complete. Chris Vermillion at the mesh point, keeps it. A stiff arm on the edge, and he's down to the 10. Chris at the control for this Houston offense as he swings it down the line. What a play in space. This will be a 29-yard attempt for Ethan Sanchez off the left hash. He stays perfect, and Houston up to 39.
You saw him cut it loose in the first snap there.
Sesiva Lahi is the new tailback. Pushes over the left side. Third down coming.
A little something for the guys in the 230 section to cheer about after that one.
And they stretch by Lahi up to midfield.
They could be firmly in that conversation as another team in the hunt for Dallas.
OSU sticking with the running game and finding some success into Houston territory with a gain of 7.
They don't throw a ton at you. Sometimes on third downs, you'll see some of the blitz looks, but in general, it's going to be 3 down guys and keeping everything in front of you the way they did on that play there.
Noah Walters, first drive, reaches 4th down, and he hits the crosser to extend it. Gavin Freeman loose. He shakes a tackle and scores.
You're going to see right here, a lot of bodies up near the line of scrimmage. So what does he know? All right, there's going to be a one-on-one matchup in the back end of that. We call that a zero blitz. You saw no safety in the middle of the field. And so with that vacated space, Walters puts it on the money. And we see the
There's no doubt Oklahoma State's going to struggle to win games this year, but they're going to keep coordinators from the opponents up all night getting ready for them because there's a lot of unknown.
Homage to Coach Gundy in the midst of the cheese fries devoured as well.
Stacy Sneed for a first down. I think he got back to neutral on the elliptical this morning. That's what I heard.
So I think they're trying out some things that they'll be able to use as the season goes along.
Sneed able to walk off. He did pick up the first down. Now the quarterback takes off again. Another first above the 45. That should take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the adjacent sections put on display here in Stillwater. Assuming Oklahoma State is not going to use their timeouts, we're just a couple of snaps away to prepare for that one as they go on the road. Straight ahead for a first down. And a chance to mention Zane Smith, the freshman back. From their past couple campaigns, they're 5-1 overall. They're 2-1 in the Big 12.
Willie Fritz knows how to win. And while last year it took a little bit to get those tires to catch, this is someone that even in this day and age with all the moving parts knows how to get that culture distilled down.